Yeah, I'll react to that, sure. Okay. British versus American comedy. Always love talking about this. Original link to the video, top of the description. Below that, link to the Discord. Would love to have you. Let's do it. Let's see. Should I give my take? No. Let's just watch. Exhibit A, Seinfeld.
Can I help you? Name, please.
Seinfeld, you made a reservation for a mid-size, and she's a small. I'm kidding around, of course.
I don't even get it.
Okay, let's see here.
66 years old?
Yeah, well, he's in perfect health. He works out. He's vibrant. You'd really like him.
Why do people always say that? I hate everybody. Why would I like him?
So what do you think? Could you go out with a 66-year-old woman?
Well, I'll tell you, she would have to be really vibrant. So vibrant, she'd be spinning.
Oh, I'm sorry, we have no midsize available at the moment.
I don't understand. I made a reservation. Do you have my reservation?
Yes, we do. Unfortunately, we ran out of cars.
But the reservation keeps the car here. That's
What's
why
the
you have
point
the
of the reservation?
I know why we have reservations.
I don't think you do. If you did, I'd have a car. See, you know how to take the reservation, you just don't know how to hold the reservation. And that's really the most important part of the reservation, the holding. Anybody can just take them.
Let me speak with my supervisor.
Here we go. The supervisor. You know what she's saying over there?
What?
Yeah, I thought that was funny. Like, I know a lot of people don't like Seinfeld, and I haven't, but that was pretty funny.
Hey, Marge, see those two people over there? They think I'm talking to you. So you pretend like you're talking to me. Okay, now you start talking.
Oh, you mean like this, so it looks like I'm saying something, but I'm not really saying anything at all?
Okay, now you say something else, and they won't yell at me because they thought I was checking with you.
Oh, great, I think that's enough. See you later.
I'm sorry, my supervisor says there's nothing we can do.
Yeah, it looked like you were in a real conversation over there.
But we do have a compact if you would like that.
Fine.
All right. Well, we have a blue Ford Escort for you, Mr. Seinfeld. Would you like insurance?
Yeah, you better give me the insurance because I am going to beat the hell out of this one.
Please, fill this out.
Second part, okay. Peep Show. Well, Peep Show is just better than Seinfeld, so it's not as fair.
God, I am dying for a piss. I feel like someone's inflating a balloon full of urine inside me, and not in a good way.
Shit, there's Mum and Dad. Maybe I should... It would still be okay to go down there now, just, wouldn't it? I could say I was looking for God up here. Might not be bad to look like I've gone a tiny bit mad.
Where's Nancy? Why still no lovely Nancy? Oh, fuck. Sophie.
Oh my God, there she is. She looks so beautiful. How many missed calls have you got?
28.
That's bullshit. I've got 73. Right. Shit. I need to sort this. I mean, what am I going to do? What's going to happen here? Because, personally, I have no idea.
I really need to get to a urinal, Mark.
Do you know what? I think I might actually toss a coin. I think tossing a coin might be the best available route open to me right now.
You are joking.
Why not? I don't seem to have any other ideas. Okay. So, heads, I marry. Lifetime of potential grinding resentment. Tails, I stay here, become a social outcast, and turn my back on the woman I may very well love.
I'm excited.
I'm kind of excited too. So... it's marry. I'm going to marry. Shit.
Best of 3?
Yes, exactly. Best of 3. Heads again. Shit.
Best of 5?
No, the coin has spoken.
Great, let's get out of here. I am busting.
You're
no,
what?
I'm not getting married.
You're overruling the out of here. I am busting.
No, I'm not getting married.
You're overruling the coin.
Well, the coin isn't actually the boss of me, Jeremy, and how I felt when it told me to marry makes me think I definitely shouldn't. So, text everyone. Text everyone to tell them that.
A text?
Yeah, tell them I'm doing a Stephen Fry. We're in Brussels. I'm eating chips and mayonnaise. I'm on the edge. You found a blanket under the garage door, and I'm wearing an overcoat, and no one should approach me, and I'll be back in a couple of weeks, and everything's fine. Maybe we'll have a wedding in a couple of weeks, but I'm on the edge. Stress that. Everyone needs to be kind to me. Text that.
You want me to send all that to everyone?
I'll cover the cost.
Okay, fine, Matt, but first, I can't go on any longer. My bladder, I'm busting.
Well, I'm sorry, there's nothing I can
Stop
do, is there?
saying that.
Let me piss in that prayer bucket.
Prayer bucket? There's no such thing as... That's just a bucket.
Okay, I'm going to creep up to the bucket.
No, you can't move.
What am I going to do then? I can't hold on.
If you really can't hold it in, then you'll just have to piss yourself.
You're telling me to piss myself?
Yes, if you've got to go, piss yourself.
Is this what it's come to?
Yes, and do it quietly.
Great. And what shall I do after I've pissed myself? Fuck myself? Eat myself? You're such a...
Are you doing it already?
Yes, I'm doing it already. I'm so pathetic that as soon as you ordered me to piss myself, I started the procedure. This is what you've done. You've ground down my sense of self-worth over the years. I hope you're proud.
When are you going to stop?
Not for a bit.
Stop, Jeremy. Stop it. It's going down a crack.
It's reaching me.
Stop. Oh, piss yourself. Stop pissing yourself. It's not that simple. The floodgates are open.
I'm ordering you to stop.
You're being a real dick about this, aren't you?
Shit. Oh, my God. This has got to be a dream. Nothing this bad could ever happen in reality. What am I going to do? Throw myself off?
His way.
Reality. What am I going to do? Throw myself off? Surprise! Hello, it's me. Look, I've surprised you. What a brilliant joke.
Okay.
Hell out of it.
Time to put my my professor's cap on. It seems to me as if British comedy is more
Kind of excited too.
the pointing out the most embarrassing situations we can be in and how we will act. Oh my God, look at the pause I did. It's a more like making fun of the situations that we all get in that are embarrassing or awkward and kind of ramping them up and pointing it at us. Whereas American comedy, especially like Seinfeld, okay, is more of like pointing out everyday things and how we know it and how it's stupid and how, oh my God, ha ha ha. I like a lot of American comedy, okay? I do. I'm not sitting here just because most of my audience is British that I'm gonna get on my knees and for all of you just to make it look. I do prefer British comedy now that I've watched enough British comedy, and it's because British comedy is Blackadder. Actually, I think Blackadder too. Blackadder is a good example of a more, I think, American style comedy character, because Blackadder in Blackadder 2, he's quick-witted. He always has the answer. He's got Baldric, his dumber sidekick, or whoever, and he's always got the quick answer and is always right and cool, right? That's not your stereotypical British comedy, is it? Your British comedy character? That's more like a Seinfeld kind of, but it is like throughout history and stuff. And so I think America is pointing out how a lot of things are bullcrap and people are stupid. Although we have a lot of, and British is more like how we can be so stupid. I think I'm generalizing, but that's my general takeaway from my studying so far. I don't want to say I prefer British comedy. I don't know enough right now to say, yes, British comedy is better than American comedy. I don't know yet. Because I don't think that you can just say, oh, Jerry Seinfeld, the smartass kind of remarks, always being right, having your dumb sidekick. I don't think that's all American comedy. If you look at like Parks and Recreation or The Office, which is based off of British comedy, so that's not a good example. Like my favorite American comedy is based off of a British comedy, so I guess that says a lot. Fascinating though. I saw a video about Stephen Fry kind of going through the differences. Should we Stephen Fry difference American British humor. I've watched this, but he says it very well.
We have time for one more question. But
Optimism is a really, I think, I mean, it strikes at the heart of what is American optimism is a really important thing, but not only optimism, but a refusal to see oneself in a bad light, or, you know, one could talk about this for far too.
Thanks, guys, for watching. If you don't want to see me rewatch this, it's just on the concept. So thanks for watching. Love y'all. See you guys next time.
But if you go to an American bookshop, by far the biggest section is self-help and improvement. The idea that life is refinable and improvable, and that you can learn a technique for anything, whether it's lovemaking, being a businessman, a marriage, cooking, losing weight, whatever it is.
Right? It's like, how do I be Seinfeld? How do I be Jerry Seinfeld? Always the quick-witted, getting back at you, successful, gets all the women, has a nice apartment, everyone around him is the idiot, you're the smart guy, you know? Whereas Britain, I think, is more, look at us, look at how dumb we can be sometimes.
There's an NLP way of doing it, there's an Anthony Robbins way of doing it, there's a things they didn't teach you at Harvard way of doing it. There's an unbelievable sense that life is improvable, that you can be lectured at, or indeed given a sermon at, you know, it's the Protestant base of America, that things are done by text and by works, as opposed to by submission and by, you know, a doctrine in the way that the higher church, you know, European, you know, rump, we still believe. And there is a sense of original sin in Europe. I mean, this is a bizarre theory that I won't push to its limit, but when it comes to comedy, it's satisfactorily, I think, obvious that the American comic hero is a wisecracker who is above his material and who is above the idiots around him. And the British...
That one a main point, I think. You need your... But again, Blackadder, too, Rowan Atkinson, does fit that scenario. He's always quick-witted, has dumber people around him.
Who is above his material and who is above the idiots around him. And the British comic, put it this way, the American comic hero, like John Belushi or someone like that, you know that scene in
Animal House? But also I want to say, it doesn't mean that people like Blackadder don't get themselves in stupid situations that make them look stupid, or that Jerry Seinfeld gets himself in stupid situation that makes him stupid. It's just that it's not them. It's rarely that case.
There's a fellow playing folk music on a guitar, and John Belushi picks up the guitar and destroys it. And the cinema lot, because he just smashes it and then waggles his eyebrows at the camera. And everyone says, God, he's so great. Well, a British comedian would want to play the folk singer. We want to play the failure. All the great British comic heroes are people who want life to be better and on whom life craps from a terrible height, and whose sense of dignity is constantly compromised by the world letting them down. They want to wear a tie. They're not quite smart enough to wear an old school tie because they're kind of lower middle class. They are Arthur Lowe in Dad's Army. They are Anthony Aloysius Hancock. They are Basil Fawlty. They are Del Boy. They are Blackadder. They're not quite the upper echelons, and they try to be decent and right. Everything tries to be proper. They're even David Brent from The Office. And their lack of dignity is embarrassing. They are a failure. They are an utter...
I think Blackadder, again, I haven't seen enough, but I don't think he quite fits the David Brent, other people he said, Del Boy.
They're brought up to expect empire and respect and decency and being able to wear a blazer in public, and everyone around them just goes... Whereas the American hero is the smart talking, he's Jim Carrey and he's Ben Stiller and he's, you know, whoever, he just goes all the way back. They can wisecrack their way out of any situation. They win the girl, they're smarter, they've got the biggest knob in the room. The British guy arrives in the room and says, oh my God, I've left my knob behind.
Look, look, all right, time for drawing time. Drawing time. Okay, drawing time. So, why is it so dark right here? Can you still at least see? Yeah, okay, so I don't know why it's so dark, but that should be fine. So I feel like the British society, you know, you realize like there's a bunch of these kind of cake layers of I see a lot of like classism and stuff like that. And in American society, yeah, it's the same structure, but so now this is American, but everyone wants to be here. If you're here, you want 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 to make another one right here. And so I think Americans have a lot of self-consciousness in where they are. And so to joke about how a failure you are, it's like a fear. It's like, no, oh, I'm freaking awesome. This idiot over here, how funny is that? Whereas British people, I think, more kind of content in making fun of themselves. What an amazing drawing right there. That is a Picasso, if I've ever seen one. All right, guys. I mean, I've already seen this.
Examine the entire difference between our two cultures.
Yeah, I think comedy can say a lot about the cultures and stuff. And I've seen the Stephen Fry thing. I kind of showed what I wanted to get from opening the Stephen Fry video and the differences between UK and US comedy. But I get my point across. Love it. Love watching British comedy. Love learning the differences. I love you guys. And I'll see you guys next time. I hope you're all doing well. If not, stop it. You'll be good soon. Don't worry. Emotions are fickle. Bye, guys.